Hi everyone, I'm Kevin Nelson for Catholic Newsbreak. Here's what's going on this week in the news. We begin from the Vatican. Just before ordaining 14 new priests for the Diocese of Rome, Pope Benedict XVI said that a priest who seeks status rather than the will of God will be a slave to himself and to public opinion and will never discover how God wants to use his personal gifts and talents for the good of the Church and the world. The 14 men who studied at 4 different seminaries in the city promised the Pope their fidelity, expressed their desire to preach the gospel and administer the sacraments, and accepted celibacy as a way to consecrate themselves completely to God. Celebrating the ordination Mass in St. Peter's Basilica, the Pope went on to say that a large part of the joy of priesthood comes from being able to celebrate the Eucharist, holding in their hands the bread of heaven, the bread of God, who is Christ, the grain broken in order to be multiplied and to become the real food for the life of the world. The Pope said it is something that cannot but fill them with deep awe, lively joy, and immense gratitude. In news now from around the country, Bishop J. Kevin Boland of Savannah, Georgia, bishop promoter of the Apostleship of the Sea, announced that the Apostleship was setting up a network to help both the environment and people impacted by the disaster created when an oil rig in the Gulf of Mexico exploded April 20th. Bishop Boland said in a video statement posted on YouTube and released by the U.S. Conference of Catholic Bishops that the environment is God's creation and belongs to all humankind, and that all people are responsible for taking care of it. And the bishop said we must do all that we can, both as individuals and as a church and a community, to restore to its proper dimensions and its proper beauty what God has given to us. The Apostleship of the Sea provides spiritual care to seafarers and anyone whose livelihood depends on the sea. And finally in the news, according to the results of the Knights of Columbus annual survey of fraternal activity for 2009, the Knights set record highs in 2009 for charitable donations and volunteer service hours. The survey results show the Knights contributed more than $151.1 million to charitable causes in 2009. That amount exceeds the 2008 total by more than $1 million. Group members also collectively contributed nearly 68 million volunteer service hours to charitable causes in 2009, an increase of more than 468,000 hours over the previous year. According to totals from the group, Knights have donated more than $1.37 billion and nearly 640 million volunteer hours to charitable causes in the past decade. Well, that is all the information we have for you at this time. Please stay with Catholic TV for more Catholic news. Until then, I'm Kevin Nelson, and I'll see you next time on Catholic Newsbreak.